Hello, I'm currently in Chicago, a land that I've heard has many controversial bits of food and cuisine. So I'm here with two, what would you refer to yourself as Chicagoans now?
Yeah, more or less. I think it's my home these days. Yeah.
And so, as someone that's from Jersey, the only thing that I ever knew before this trip that Chicago's known for is their casserole pizza. That's what Jon Stewart called it.
I don't think I'd call it that. Jon Stewart has a beef with us, as it were.
As someone from that area, I have watched that clip many times and going, yeah, you Chicago.
So I'll let you in on a little secret.
Oh, yeah?
I actually prefer New York style over Chicago, and I was saving that for this video.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole day we've been together, and he didn't know that about me. But Chicago style pizza is its own thing.
Okay.
And I personally, of all the Chicago pizza places that are not down home, like in your neighborhood, those good places, I like Blue Mountain Abbey's. So that's where I've taken these guys today.
This is like the classic as well, right?
Yeah.
This guy invented it, or did he capitalize it?
Seems to have invented it.
It's like Henry Ford invented the car to Americans, even
Yeah.
though he kind of just made it more popular.
Yeah.
Aha.
That's nice.
Look at that.
If I had
Thank you.
caffeine after 3 p.m., I wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
Yeah, and likely I won't either.
I know that Chicago's known for its deep dish, so we're going to be trying this controversial type pizza. Some sort of weird take on a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then
Chicago style hot dog.
I believe the other thing that I'm so fascinated in, because I watched a whole news piece about this, and it's the most American thing I can imagine, and it's a cake in a shake.
Oh yeah.
They take an entire cake and they put it in a shake. And I heard that mayonnaise is involved.
So it sounds like we're gonna have to go to Portillo's.
Yeah. Well, with
I'm so interested.
the mayonnaise, I think almost makes it sound like it's a British thing. We love mayo in Britain.
Well, you love mayo.
We wouldn't
I
put
love
it in cake or in a shake, right? But I mean, America, I could see doing that.
I'd say America loves mayonnaise more than Brits do.
Do you think that?
We put it on all of our sandwiches, whereas Brits put butter on more often.
This is true, and I hate mayonnaise.
I put mayonnaise on my burgers. Brits love putting a little butter on that bun.
But I think I like dipping my chips in mayo. I think a lot of British people do. Is that fair?
I feel like a lot of Brits I know don't like it, but that's because I have a very sheltered London group.
Britain's changed. Britain's changed.
Yeah, in the north, you like your gravy on your chips. You like mushy peas, salad cream.
I'm not a big fan of salad cream.
Mozzarella sticks in the US are just so out of the league of the UK's. These are so great. They have such a good pull to them. You really leveled up with food. Oh my God, they're just all fresh. I feel like in the UK, when you get mozzarella sticks, they just buy them at the restaurant prepackaged.
Yeah.
They don't have a pull, they're just prepackaged. Like most chips are like McCain.
Yeah.
In Chicago specifically, I read an article this morning that basically said Chicagoans are like a mecca for French fries because the French fries at most any establishment here are actually fully fresh from fresh potatoes. Not in Jersey. We don't have that. A lot are just pre-made. It is actually very good.
It is very good.
It's so different to a New York slice that it's hard for me. No, it's just a different genre.
Yeah.
Because there's the Sicilian, there's the grandma, there's this, and there's a New York slice, and it's delicious and it has all the same flavors but different textures.
This is what I think about it as well. Like again, New York style is my absolute favorite, but I
Now-
will definitely down this in a heartbeat.
You hear pizza referred to as pizza pie. Is this closer to a pie than, say, New York, New Jersey?
Yeah.
New Jerseyans love calling it a pie. I'd have people call up, can I get a pepperoni pie with a cheese pie? Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
This is more pie.
But it is. It's like it's a deep dish pizza.
I think
so
right though, what really makes this so good is the difference of the crust and that it is such a tasty crust that is sustaining, such an experience. It's better than I expected. I literally thought it'd be like eating soup. This is very good, but it's not to me as good as a good New York slice
I mean, again, I agree with you.
or a grandma slice, but it's so good.
I don't think you agree with that.
I don't know.
like the Detroit style.
I go, well, yes, I do. I prefer the Detroit style. But if we're choosing between New York and Chicago, I go back and forth depending on both my mood and how hungry I am. Today I was absolutely dying for food. So this is now greater than any pizza that's ever been invented.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, although that is a quote that I just said.
I think I just like the vibes as well of a slice of thin pizza where it's carried, whereas this is so much more sustaining.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. This is a sit-down meal.
Yes.
A New York style pizza is a moving meal.
Yes, that's very much what it is.
I think.
Yeah. I wouldn't call this a casserole, though.
Me neither, man.
Good cheese, good tomatoes.
Does that? Stewart?
Midwesterners.
I love you.
Yeah, Jon Stewart.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, I'd rate this highly. I mean, as a pizza, 8.5. It's worth trying. It's better than any pan pizza I've had. It's got the vibe of the Pizza Hut one, but with way better crust. Less nostalgia.
I think, yeah, I mean, the absence of that, maybe some onions, maybe some mayo,
Yeah.
ketchup, just
Mayo?
everything. I'm just trying to
That's the most British thing I've heard, and I hate it.
trying on purpose to horrify my wife. She'd be a bit
Disgusting.
tuna.
British people cut pizza with scissors. What the fuck?
Yes, I have seen that before.
They have these.
We've had friends who
I've had
done
friends over, and they literally, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Is this new?
No.
that. No,
No.
our friends have done that.
I've never seen this.
It offends me. They literally like, lift it up, and I'm like,
and then they cut it.
and they'll just use random scissors from the house. And I'm like, mate, just get, they actually have pizza scissors now. But just get a rock and roller cutter or even a blade like this or just a knife.
pizza cutter.
We had a pizza cutter in my house growing up. I don't know if that means that I'm more middle class than,
Yeah.
or upper middle
Posh.
class. I mean, maybe.
He is northern posh, so I don't know what that is.
I owned a pizza cutter, therefore my family voted Boris Johnson into office.
Thank God you did.
Great. I'm now excited to see what other Chicago controversial foods have in store for me. Now, the reason I'm actually making this video isn't about pizza. It's because of the cake in a shake. I'd seen some things algorithmically served to me saying there's a restaurant in Chicago that is known for taking an entire slice of chocolate cake that has a secret ingredient and then just shoving it into a milkshake and grinding an entire slice into a shake. And that is what I've done. I've also gotten an entire slice so I can, have 2 slices. It looks pretty good. I mean, not the bad. Wow, it smells chocolatey. Delicious. Also, the secret ingredient is mayonnaise. You can tell me in the comments if you've heard of cake with mayonnaise before, because supposedly it's been a thing. I've never heard of that. I know the ingredients of mayonnaise go into a cake, but not squirting my Heinz or Hellman's in. I shall start with a slice of this very chocolatey cake. However, I need to get some content, you see. Just quick. Oh, look at him. I don't like the plastic. They should have served it in a better container. So, without further ado, let us try this famous Chicago cake. This isn't that controversial compared to the shake, but let's see. It's an incredibly good chocolate cake. Like, I won't mince words. It's incredibly good. It's very dense, very light at the same time. The chocolate is so creamy. This is how I imagine the Matilda cake tastes like, just like this. So I'm hoping this is the Matilda shake. I like how I've literally been cutting for the last 6 months, and I'm on this trip. I just wanted to splash out and enjoy everything. Moment of truth. It tastes like a cake.
Really?
I mean, wow. It's like a cake flavored ice cream. It's so incredibly dense. I don't really like chocolate ice cream. I'm not a chocolate ice cream guy because I feel like it always tastes like bad chocolate. I'd rather just have chocolate. You know what I mean? It's like chocolate flavored ice cream. But however, this just tastes like chocolate cake, but is as a cold liquid. It's nice. I don't think I'd ever order it. I prefer the cake, to be honest. I'd also prefer any sort of milkshake from, I think, Shake Shack as well. I think Shake Shack do better milkshakes. It's an interesting concept. They put themselves on the map by being like, why don't we throw cake in a shake? And it got me here, so I mean, it worked. I wouldn't say come here for the shake, I'd say. A viral type shake where they bring you in the door and then maybe you try the hot dog, which is very good. I had the hot dog the other day, and I will say a Chicago dog, controversial, does taste better than a New York dog. There's much more going on. I think what's it called? Dragon through the garden or something. There's like peppers and stuff. It's very nice. But this is not the one. The cake is very good. So I'd say if you want to try a slice of good cake at a fast food joint, Portillo's is pretty good. Maybe avoid this shake.
Good shake.
Yeah, as a side note, I did spend all this morning desperate to find any sort of fruit in Chicago. Could not find one until we went to a Dunkin' Donuts where I found a banana, and a woman that I asked at a front desk where I can find a fruit said Chicagoans don't have time to eat fruit. So there you go, the most American thing I've ever been told, because
I don't agree.
yeah, because it doesn't take that much longer to eat a fruit than eat a burger or a donut. You want to try some? Yes, no?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
It's one of those things. I feel like the Portillo's cake in a shake is similar to like a TikTok trend it's there because it's like, whoa, and it catches your eye. But at the end of the day, it's a bit shallow. That's a testament that I won't finish the shake, but I will finish this cake. Should I just eat a dog?
You're eating the dog.
They're eating the dogs in Chicago. And before we wrap this up, one more food. Surprise, surprise. So I've actually had a really long drive and my Chicago food's done. I just want to say, really loved this specific burger place. It was a 10 out of 10. Like I said, didn't film that, but I just really highly repped that incredible smash burger in Chicago. But I am now in Detroit, not Chicago. Actually 4-hour drive, halfway to Toronto. And I wanted to add in this specific pizza. This is Detroit style pizza. It is supposedly, according to a couple people I've talked to, it is actually superior to Chicago deep dish. To me, interestingly, it does look like a cross between a Chicago deep dish and a grandma pizza or a Sicilian where I'm from in Jersey. It does look very good. I think the pepperoni is actually the bottom layer. So I don't know who decides like, oh, why don't we try put it on the bottom and then that's a whole different style pizza, but one bite, you know the rules. There's gonna be some angry Chicagoans like, hey, I'm like, listen, you can click away at this point. I just wanted to try some different foods from this area and I threw this one in because second channel content is just, you know, cozy, wholesome. It's whatever. All right. Wow. So I will say, one, that is excellent. Two, I do prefer it to Chicago pizza just after one bite. And three, that's probably because it tastes almost identical to a New Jersey Sicilian pizza. Just throw that out there. A Sicilian pizza, like a party pizza, what we have where I'm from, delicious. You have it for a lot of parties. Some people call it party pizza. This is nearly identical. It's an incredibly well done one. I will say, where this one gets a slight edge over the New Jersey Sicilian is that crust. The crust is very much caramelized. It's hard and crispy. There's an extra texture to the crust, which makes it more enjoyable. The Sicilian is more of a soft, bready texture. So my Sicilian pizza in Jersey gets, I guess, nostalgia points, whereas this one gets texture points. It's very nice. Overall, yeah, in terms of like different styles of pizza, I'd say, yeah, you gotta try this one as well. If you're in the area, why not try Detroit pizza? This one's from a place called Lou's. The people in there, very kind. Everyone I've met in the Midwest so far, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Ohio, also here in Detroit, Michigan. So kind, so chatty, so talkative. Just it reminds me of the north of the UK. People are always much more nice there. So yeah, big up this area. I'm gonna finish this pizza and carry on my drive to Toronto for Bufferfest, and then hopefully I can finish filming the 2 New Jersey-based videos that I'm filming all around at this point for my main channel. So thanks for staying in touch. Hope you've enjoyed whatever it is this is, and hopefully one day you get a chance to try all this crazy food. I recommend. This is interesting. I mean, that's a curb, I guess. Just drove over it. I mean, this isn't the greatest infrastructure.
Let me turn my mic on.
This is let me turn my mic on.
I am married to...
This is Mike.
Turn my mic on. Oh, I see what you see what he did there? Did you catch that? Yeah.
If this guy was born in London and not Grimsby, he wouldn't be Laurence, he'd be High-Rents.
I'm extraordinarily tired.
All right, I'm sorry. I love this about America so much.
Me too.
I love just having the fake Parmesan and the crushed peppers.
In my hand.
Well, I'm finally back from America. I know it took a really long time for me to upload this one. Honestly, I've just been focusing a lot more of my time on my main channel recently. Also, I've been battling the norovirus this week and it's been so brutal. First time as an adult getting it, not nice. Anyway, my recent trip was around the US and Canada. I also filmed around Germany last month for videos coming out later, and I'm also going to Vietnam next month, which is going to be really exciting. That aside, one of the biggest issues that I experience as a YouTuber with far too many devices to charge during travel trips you know, 2 cameras, drone remote, microphone, iPhone, MacBook, action cam, 360 cam, monitor, backup battery brick, is having to deal with all the different chargers for each one of these devices and different adapters for every country. Luckily for me, the brand Tesson reached out to sponsor this video and help me solve this problem, as well as help me get along with editing this video. Thank you, Tesson. I've never been someone that has a universal travel adapter. I've always just had an individual adapter for each country, which really doesn't make sense considering the amount of different countries I've been to and how bad my brain is. The fact that I just can't remember to pack one, so I always ended up having to get another one at the airport. But not only does the Tesson World Travel Adapter work in most countries of the world, I'm talking your Type I's, your Type C's, your Type G's, I'm talking US switching to Australia style. It also has USB-C and USB-A ports that feature fast charging, so now I don't have to wait as long when I'm traveling to charge my devices. This is genuinely an issue that I always have because I'll get home from a stressful day of traveling, and then rather than charge all my devices up to full, I'll go, oh, I'll do it in the morning, and then when I wake up, I'm like, I don't have any time, and that little bit of time saving is genuinely really useful. Plus, compared to the large assortment of different chargers I have, the Tesson's is a smaller footprint, and also, this is probably a lot more important compared to the other chargers that I have, the Tesson's actually has double fuses, so if there is a power surge, I'm not going to lose a lot of my devices, whereas I have been just really risking it for too long with these other small ones. Would you trust this? Because I think I've been trusting this for far too long. I also like that it has the EU one and the Swiss one. They like to be different though, Swiss. They're like, we'll do an EU one, but with a little bit more of an Audi. Oh, got that covered now. Bit of a interesting style brand deal. I just feel like this is genuinely something super useful to me, so it's an easy thing to talk about. It's an easy brand to plug, you could say. So if you're in the market for an amazing all-in-one adapter with fast charging and all the bells and whistles, don't leave it to buy the overpriced basic ones from the airport tech store like I've done for too many years. Just check my link in the description and get the Tesson one today. Plus, this is something else. I do believe the brand is doing a sweepstakes very soon to give some of these away, so I'm here to tell you about that. So check that out too. There should be a link if you want to win one. So thank you to Tesson for making my future trips a lot less stressful. All right, that's enough for my brand plugs. All right, I just need an outlet for my creativity. Oh, so bad. These puns are shocking. Now it's time to wrap this up. I did really enjoy the food that I had in Chicago. Laurence and Tarah were just so nice. It was so lovely to spend time with them and for them to share their city with me. Hopefully I get a chance to return to Chicago in the near future, especially to try the real Chicago pizza that isn't deep dish. Overall though, I honestly rated like most food I had in Chicago, except the cake and a shake, which is funny as that was like the main thing I was super interested to try. Also the chips or French fries in the city were top tier and a different league from chips I've had pretty much anywhere else. Even if I did eat most of them off camera. You gotta trust me, they're very good. Anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed this hodgepodge of a second channel video. Hopefully I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. I hope I can stop being sick sometime soon because this norovirus has really freaking destroyed me.